Hi, everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And they've got a few injuries on their bench, fewer options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
You have two players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. MP is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's George in at the small forward. And for Toronto, quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. And it's Walsh in at the 5, roaming the paint. What a huge game in the Cup tonight. Both of these teams 2-0. And a win tonight is a giant step towards the knockout stages, Grant.
Well, remember this, BA. The first tiebreaker is head-to-head record. So if you win this one, you get that. I expect a really intense game.
Now here's Ingram to the paint. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Embiid uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Barrett. Launches it. And it's MP with a rebound. All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, BA. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
MP with it, guarded by Quickly. 6 to shoot. For 3, Maxey. Toronto grabs the miss. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's George. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
In close, and the shot's good.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
MP with it. He's picked up by Barnes. MP a screen on Ingram. And MP throws it down.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And so here is Toronto, following the score by Philadelphia.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Rejected by Barnes.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
Toronto passing it around. Walsh. And it's MP with a rebound. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, BA, the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Now here's Maxey, coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. Pass to Quickly. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Always a ton of activity, lots of energy with Quickly. This guy's so tough to cover.
And he drops him first. Primarily seen as a scorer, Emmanuel Quickly's defense is often overlooked, Doris.
It is, BA, and I think the first thing about his defensive effort is important, right? He works very hard. His navigation over screens. He's very quick with his rotation. He's a really long, rangy athlete. Couldn't agree more about being overlooked defensively.
And the basket by MP.
You have to be ready to take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
The 3 from Barnes. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Ingram on the wing. And again, no good by Toronto. And so MP will bring it up for Philadelphia. The mood around the team right now on cloud 9, looking for their 13th win in a row.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
And so here is Toronto, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Here's Ingram on the money from 12 feet away.
The versatile nature of Ingram's shooting can be tough to counter. Even the mid-range is a good option for him.
MP finds Maxey. Three-pointer. And the 76ers another three.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Pass to Walsh. Now here's Ingram. George defending. Spins. Kicks it out to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Rebound by Philadelphia. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if Coach's message resonates. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Opportunistic play by Scotty Barnes, recognizing his teammate makes a defensive play. Let me get out in transition.
From deep, MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Walsh. And here is Barrett. The three from Barnes. Paul George pulls down the board.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
That's good from Embiid on the assist from Edgecombe. And now a 12-point Philadelphia lead. Ingram with the ball. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And piling up the points at the line. He was in attack mode all night.
Ingram's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. From deep, MP sinks it from distance. MP's got 14 points for the game.
You can see MP just looking to continue to refine that three-point shooting.
Pass to Quickly. Takes the three. The rebound by MP. MP's got rebound number 7 tonight. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Maxey. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Maxey's got his 2nd basket.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Steps back, kicks it out to Barrett. Outside Ingram. Fires from deep. Philadelphia grabs the miss. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the 3rd quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Thanks, Brian. The news is out of Pacers Nation. First half of the season, and Indiana's front office is already busy. They bring in a big man in Bobby Portis who provides some offensive firepower. His range stretches out beyond the arc, and he's not just a finesse big. Portis is more than willing to scrap it out inside to trade some paint.
Always great to hear from you, Shams. Thanks so much.
I think his frame makes him very difficult to deal with as a roll man. Pirtle can set a mean screen.
MP outside. It doesn't go for him. Raptors trail by 16. Now Ball.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed. Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Shamet, he's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. And as some of you might know, this game serving as the 3rd contest in group play of the NBA Cup tournament for these 2 teams. Grant, a lot on the line here tonight for them.
Yeah, BA, and both sides are very much alive in the group stage at this point. Whoever gets the win here is well on their way to the next stage of the NBA Cup.
Here's Dick. After the Sixers picked up the basket a moment ago.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass. They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Dick. Still no points. Pass to Murray Boyles. Walter from outside. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. McCain, Cash, it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Raptors trail by 20. Ball surveys the floor. Here's Murray Boyles from outside the arc, and he buries his first look.
Amongst the best decision makers in the league, Lonzo with the right decision there.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Now here's MP. He also had a big impact in that win against the Hawks.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
Pass to Pirtle. Here's Murray Boyles, covered by MP. Murray Boyles can't get it to go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
MP, the pass to Shamet. MP outside. And here's Hachimura. Here's McCain. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Ball finds Dick. The kick out to Ball. Fires the 3. And it's MP with a rebound. Pass to Shamet. MP outside. Now Hachimura. Guarded by Dick. Here's McCain. And the 76ers another 3.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that 3-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, in today's NBA, the 3-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. MP is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Edgecombe. Then there's Jared McCain. And it's Bona in at the center position. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You see the strength of Scotty Barnes on that drive. If he creates momentum, you better look out.
MP against Barnes. Here's Hachimura. And down it goes. 2 points. Hachimura's got his first points of the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
On the wing, MP. And MP throws it down.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
The kick out to Ball. Off target with the three. The 76ers have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start in the second.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Here's Walter. Yet to see a basket. For three. And again, Toronto, no good. The 76ers have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. No one covering.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Dick. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. The three from Ball. Rebound by Philadelphia. Well, when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Ball passes to Dick. To the inside. And Barnes, the bucket, on the assist by Dick. 10 points for Scotty Barnes.
Listen, we know Grady Dick is looking to shoot the basketball, but show him a better option, and he goes on time and on target.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Now here's Barnes. 10 points for him. To the middle. Here's Bono. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Bono's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. And this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year. Here's Barnes. Rebound by the 76ers. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Graham.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Here's Ball. Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Dick. And it's MP with a rebound. Here's Edgecombe. Back to MP. Hachimura outside. MP, a screen on Dick. With the step back, here's Edgecombe. Again, Philadelphia.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now here's Pirtle, averaging around 6 a game. Barnes, no good. Here's Edgecombe, and he dunks it down.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And again, no good by Toronto.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Good, good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Now here's Dick, doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Ho-ho! MP with a block. Philadelphia with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Atlanta.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Yes, it's good. Here's Edgecombe. A 14-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
Now here's MP. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
It gets the bucket.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
MP with it. He's picked up by Pirtle. Here's McCain. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Toronto shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. The 3 from Barnes. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now here's McCain. Coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
A line change here for Toronto. And for the Raptors, they're shooting just 37% in the game.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
Pass to Quickly. Here's Walsh. The rebound by MP. And here is Maxey. Now MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, being able to finish through contact, essential for MP. No one going to make it easy on the interior.
And Toronto has possession. Quickly outside. Pass to Walsh. Back to Quickly. Now here's Ingram. Let's go with a 3. And it's MP with a rebound. Here's Edgecombe. Inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Here's Murray Boyles. In his last outing, he had 11 points.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Maxey passes to MP. Knocks down the long J. MP's got 33 points.
He's dropping the 3-ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
Pass to Barrett. To end the drought. And it's MP with a rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate. This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Here's Toronto with the ball. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. Pass to Murray Boyles. No good on the 3. Murray Boyles has gone 1 for 4 from distance. Oh, wow!
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And for the Raptors, they're shooting just around 32% from the field. George against Ingram. Quickly, right side. Here's Murray Boyles, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
And Philadelphia making a change here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Down low. Here's Maxey. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Outside Ingram. Quickly from outside. Offensive rebound. The 3, Barrett. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
Pass to Embiid. MP inside. For 3, Maxey is rebounded by Barrett.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, this is Quickly's game in a nutshell. This guy's thinking score as soon as he touches it.
MP, the pass to Maxey. Three-pointer. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back after this.
Welcome, everybody. It may be veering off topic a bit. I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a...
And swinging things back to our featured matchup, MP was on fire during those first 2 quarters of play.
The biggest reason they're up, MP. He's on a mission, doing just about everything. This team really leans on him.
I was on a few teams that leaned on me. Big responsibility, but MP looks good so far.
And that is going to do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. The perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Barnes. And it's Walsh in at the center spot. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. MP, the pass to George. Back to MP. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. MP's got 39.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Walsh can't get it to go. Here's Maxey. The shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Quickly deciding where to go with it. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the 76ers. Inside. And Embiid throws it down.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Toronto passing it around. Ingram from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Ingram's got 8. The 76ers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. MP, the pass to Maxey. From the arc. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Ingram. To the inside. Barnes, it's good. 12 points for him.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Brian, back to you.
A tone setter at that end. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Outside Barnes from downtown.
Yeah, a timely intervention by MP. He knew just when to attack the shot.
Barnes, no good.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Back to MP. Lets it go from deep. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Pass to quickly. It's Barnes on the wing. Again, the miss by Barnes.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
And MP throws it down hard.
There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam.
I'm coming.
And here's Ingram. Give him 8 points now. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And again, unable to change momentum here. The 76ers have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Pass to Barrett. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th assist with that last one. MP finds Maxey. Back to MP. MP, a screen on Barrett. Edgecombe. Again, Philadelphia.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Walsh. And here is Barrett. They set a pick. Now quickly. It's Barnes on the wing. Covered by MP. Great positioning on the putback.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Now George. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, BA, and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
Grabs the rebound again!
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
He is crashing with energy. Man, you gotta love it. Now here's quickly. Give him 8. Outside Barrett. Outside Barnes. Over MP. Oh, MP with a block.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. George against Ingram. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
A go-to score. Love seeing Ingram take punishment and fight his way through it.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the night here. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Hachimura finds McCain. Now here's MP. Here he goes. The 3 from Edgecombe. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
Boy, that's his second 3. First of this half, though.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Outside Barrett. Back to Quickly. Outside Barrett. Over Edgecombe. The rebound by MP. Philadelphia's got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. All right, a chance to check out stats for Brandon Ingram.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, Take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
Looking at who's out there now for Toronto. Pirtle's checked in for Walsh. Dick comes in for Barrett, and it's Walter in for Quickly. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Ingram outside. The rebound by MP. So it's Philadelphia now. Here's Edwards. Ooh, good work defensively by Ingram. The Raptors shooting 34% thus far in this game. To stop the run, it's hauled in by the Sixers. Pass to Edgecombe from deep. He buries it from 3. Edgecombe's got 26.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Well, Jakob Poeltl, guys, may not be a stretch big, but what he does well is virtually everything else. He boards it, he plays incredible D, and he's a very good passer.
From deep, MP. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Here's Walter, still without a bucket. Barnes in the post, Hachimura covering. Here's Poeltl. Pass to Walter. The 3. That shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside McCain. Philadelphia moving it around. Out to Hachimura. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple. Hachimura's got 7 points in the game.
And this is what we're seeing. Rui Hachimura understanding I've got to expand my range. This is huge for his development.
Pass to Ingram. Poeltl with a screen on Edwards. The Raptors need to get off a shot. The shot by Poeltl, no good.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Out to Hachimura. Now MP. Hachimura outside. Pass to Edgecombe. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And it's Hachimura missing. Toronto shooting a low 29% since halftime. Ingram against Edwards. The 3 from Barnes. No luck on that one.
Boy, it's in his head right now. I mean, there is nothing working for this man.
The 3 from Edgecombe. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside Ingram. To stop the drought, pass to Poeltl. Rebound by Philadelphia. Edgecombe's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kicks it out to MP. It's stolen by Barnes. Outside Ingram. And again, no good by Toronto. And Philadelphia has possession. Doris, you really got to love Scotty Barnes' infectious positive attitude.
BA, those players that bring joy every single night to their craft, it absolutely permeates the rest of the roster. Not only is Scotty incredibly talented on both ends of the floor, but he's all about team and he's trying to win. And those attributes absolutely affect the guys around him.
Pass to Walter. 5 on the clock. Poeltl with a screen on McCain. Poeltl up top. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the 76ers.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
MP shot is off. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's Barnes on the wing. Pirtle with a screen on Hachimura. The three from Barnes. And it's MP with a rebound. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
MP getting it done for Philadelphia. Piling up the numbers that quarter. Already, he's got a double-double. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that.
Sixers making a switch here. MP's checked in. Well, the Raptors shooting around 42% as we continue play in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They've got Landry Shamet. Trendon Watford is out there with MP. Then there's Edwards. The drive by MP. Oh, okay then.
Yeah, terrific take by MP. He's just punishing them on the drive.
Toronto shooting just 34% so far in this one. Hits yet again. Wow. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
What a night. Doing it all. A triple-double. It takes a special player to do that. You have to enjoy watching this guy play.
Barnes, no good.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Here's MP. Rebounded by Ingram. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Barnes. The 3. Again the miss by Barnes. Quickly against MP. And that one drops.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a clean sweep over